Irving, call security and have these people...
Sir, it's... him. This always gives me the creeps, sir.
He's the president of Hollywood. He's supposed to give you the creeps.
Greetings, your tinseliness, imperious leader of Hollywood.
Well, let me explain the New World Order. Governments and corporations need people like you and me. And all those other people out there who have no idea what's going on are the cattle. Moo.
Did Michael Moore expose the truth about 9/11, or did he whitewash it? How many of you know that the supposed hijackers, it turned out 7 of them are still alive? That's the BBC. Yes, Mr. Moore, you made a film where you claim that you exposed George Bush. You gave him aid and comfort. You covered up the reality of premeditated involvement in 9/11.
And he also had dealings with Omar Sheikh, the man who murdered Osama bin Laden.
What people were going to see is going to make their hair curl. What's been going on in front of their face and behind their back all their lives.
You're saying our government plans to commit a terrorist act against a domestic airline?
There you go. Indicting the entire government as usual. It's a faction. A small faction.
For what possible gain?
The Cold War's over, John. But with no clear enemy to stockpile against, the arms market's flat. But bring down a fully loaded 727 into the middle of New York City, and you'll find a dozen tin pot dictators all over the world just clamoring to take responsibility and begging to be smart-bombed.
Corner of Liberty and Washington. Lower Manhattan.
World Trade Center. I'm going to crash the plane into the World Trade Center.
There's a method to their madness. There's really not much method to yours, because you're operating from a place of ignorance.
You had better wake up and understand that there are people who are guiding your life and you don't even know it.
World Trade Center bombing, remember?
You're telling me that you're gonna fake some terrorist thing just to get some money out of Congress?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Hennessy, I have no idea how to fake killing 4,000 people. So we're just gonna have to do it for real. Oh, blame it on the Muslims, naturally.
Which you are taking, either consciously or subconsciously, into your mind.
Something terrible is about to enter our world, and this building is obviously the door.
And we have to do this quickly. We have to do this by 2001. in order to really...
month?
Between July and August. Do you know much about the New World Order? Do you know that they're building concentration camps to put millions of people in?
When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this New World Order.
This is the Masonic seal, a secret society. Novus Ordo Seclorum, a new secular order, the long-standing dream of Freemasonry.
City. I can see it all now. Its high towers, cold, cruel, ominous, closing down on you from every side till you can't breathe. Hark! What's that? Look! It's the towers! They're falling!
Why do you want to destroy the city? You want to start a war?
Exactly. A secret society to which I belong is planned it for years. After the war is over, we'll be waiting, ready to pick up the pieces. A secret society to which I belong is planned it for years.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence.
Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society, trying to keep their eye on me.
Page.
What are you talking about?
Jump from page 9 to page 11. Where's page 10?
So as you come up to 10, that is their God. That is 10. That is the hermaphrodite. But if you stop at 9 and you skip to 11, skipping God, then you are Luciferian. Because 11 is the number of the magician. It's the one step above. Once you have accomplished the tree of life, you are now the magician. You are one above 10. But they're doing it by skipping God. That's the symbolism of 9/11.
The least you can do is investigate. The minimum that is expected of you is to question your reality. The minimum is that you realize you are in a box, you are being controlled, and you are being fed, and you are having buttons in your mind pushed and controlled.
do not fear the truth if there are enough liars. That the devil is just one man with a plan, but evil. Much as you try to bury it, the truth is out there. Greater than your lies, the truth wants to be known. You will know it. It'll come to you, as it's come to me, faster than the speed of light.
I had not gotten the big picture, even though I thought that I had it together. I just didn't have the complete pieces of the picture. This is a giant geo-psycho-political picture, and things are happening with the use of subliminal, indirect, and reverse psychological propaganda. It's made to be confusing by the evilarchy that controls not only the United States but Britain. This Illuminati, this group who called themselves the Enlightened Ones, had gained positions of power through control of the banking system.
Though in my circle, amid the most sickest, groomed to prove swiftness, numero uno, inuit suentus. That's the language of our Latin ancestors. On the back of $1, the plan and the message.
This ain't no alien conspiracy theory, this shit is real. Written on $1 underneath the Masonic seal. My words will expose George Bush and Bin Laden as two separate parts of the same seven-headed dragon. And you can't fathom the truth, so you don't hear me. You think Illuminati's just a fucking conspiracy theory? The devil crept into heaven, God overslept on the 7th. The New World Order was born on September 11th.
As of now, dozens of people are reported killed, thousands of others injured. Civil defense stations are being set up throughout the island of Manhattan.
Since the World Trade Center bombing, hundreds of thousands of people have jammed the streets in the largest evacuation.
It is a method of encoding information through a system of mathematics and numbers. It is some of the most ancient knowledge that man has ever possessed and has been kept secret.
It is a combination of brilliantly put together and planned, well-planned schemes to direct the minds of the people in such a way as to serve their masters.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
So much of what is going on, humans are not being told. We are not being told the real truth. Nothing in this world, nothing works the way you think it does. Nothing is simple. And one of the biggest tools in the hands of the masters who run this world is Hollywood. Magic wands were always made out of the wood of a holly tree. It's made out of Hollywood. And the symbols, the words, the terms, the stories are designed. Think about it. Think about how Hollywood does what they do.